Alright guys, Supreme Kami here, and today we are going to be taking a look at Sandrock Custom Endless World version. So this is pretty much what it looks like with everything equipped. So the main thing I feel like what makes the Sandrock Custom is more appealing is definitely the shoe parts. The shoe is actually quite good. You got the cloth, but also got those shoulder plates that kind of stands a little bit. So yeah, shoe part definitely one of the more aesthetic parts in this overall build. But we do have a total of 7 parts in total, and then these are some of the stats with just some gold marks, purple marks at level 90 plus, so not too bad at the moment. So this one is strictly a melee build, but the overall word tags doesn't really support that anyway. We have 7 tags that is a Gundam type, so yeah, I don't know. So 3 EXQ, we have the good old head mounted Vulcan, we have the self-destruct, and then we have the cross edge. So this one is looking fairly promising already before alteration, because that's a hefty amount of piercing already, and then good amount of power already. So after alteration, we should be seeing better number for sure. So let's quickly take a look at it after alteration just to see how it's doing, just to see are there anything really worth alterating on the spot. So this one, okay, so tag wise on this one is kind of one of those, right? Gundam type and then close combat, so a little bit of a mixed bag right there for sure. But this one having a head Vulcan, I'm just not pleased with that. So this one's probably as a standard alteration, not something of an immediate needs I might take. So this one is not bad of a stat, mid 3k, and then mid, yeah, a little bit higher than mid 3k for the melee defense, so pretty good all around, right? Coming down to the torso, stat wise, it's pretty balanced, actually balanced on everything. Offensive, defensive, they're pretty much around the same digit. So this one, Gundam type, and then for base, so okay, self-destruct. Pretty much self-explanatory, take 90% armor, but you're pretty much going to be able to kind of deal AoE damage to anything within the close proximity. So this one is definitely something you want to use like as a last resort, not something you want to power outright, unless you have healing EXQs that kind of pumps you up right after that. If not, this is definitely something you don't want to use immediately. So that's that. But let's see what the arm has for us here. Wow, I guess everything on here is going to be pretty evenly stat distributed. 10k for the arms, base attack, upper mid 3000 for the defensive, or everything else is pretty much the same. Okay, what about the tag or the traits? Ooh, this one is actually not that bad, right? Having initial charge on the arm is actually pretty good. You do have a melee power boost already on this one. Yeah, this one is kind of cooking for sure. Yeah, this one is definitely looking pretty good. All right, we'll definitely take that. What about the legs? So okay, so the legs are a little bit of a higher base melee attack compared to the shot attack, so that's pretty good to see. Defensive stat pretty much the same number, right? I think it's only 2 off from the melee defense, but it's kind of whatever right there. This one's continuing the trend of just having some initial EXQ cooldown reduced and then some melee power reduced. So that's pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, like I mentioned before, I think in terms of the legs, we just have a lot of these, so I don't think we are running short on these at all. So that's pretty good. PHB obviously for PHB only, but I think there are some other ones that are more tag specific. Maybe those are better, depending on what your build is looking at. But yeah, we are flooded with a lot of these, so I don't think this is something that people may be looking into, just because of how many variation we've been having already. So now looking at the back part, pretty similar stat once again. Offensive, defensive, pretty much, you know, balance in in anything. This one, yeah, just doing a lot more better now. A minus, B plus, pretty good, pretty good. What about the hot chateau? All right, let's see. Oh, wow. So this one is more defensive utility, melee power reduced, and then enemy EXQ penetration reduced by 65%. So yeah, they've been pumping out a lot of these. It's just more or less like what number is good as far as the percentage. It's more like how many do you need to stack in order to be really effective. That is still something yet to test out on my end. I think eventually once I get a lot of these parts rate down as like in a more higher number, I think I might actually go ahead and test things out. I think, but this one, yeah, this one is pretty good for defensive. I think overall Sandrock is pretty defensive, right? We just have a few of these reduction type stuff right there, like power reduce. So pretty cool, pretty good. 12k, not bad, not bad. What about the shield? Let's see what the shield has. Wow, these stats are pretty good. You do have a higher beam resistance. I think that's probably because of the clock or anything. Ooh, hold up. So for 30 seconds after be attacked with an EXQ, enemy damage, melee damage plus 35% or 50%, excuse me. It's not bad. If you can tank it, that's good. It's just most of the situation when you're looking at this, you have to be able to tank an EXQ attack, which is not the worst case situation, but you are kind of reliant on the enemy executing before you can gain this one. But that's a hefty amount, 50%. Not bad overall, but I think overall there isn't like a specific part that I'll say go ahead and max it out completely or go ahead and alterate it without any regards or whatnot. I think arm is definitely yes, because you do have some pretty good trade, right? For melee burst specifically. So this one I think is definitely the first one I'll say, yeah, go ahead and alterate. Some of the other one, I think the stat are just way too balanced for a standard, where I don't really think it's warranted to alterate or even invest into at this point in time. We just have so many better options nowadays, where I feel like this one is just not there, right? It's kind of like a stepping backward a little bit in a sense, but it's not that bad. I mean, like, if they want to make things balanced, this doesn't really matter. But I'm just gonna alterate everything real quick, and then we might actually hop into a quick multi-mission, because we still have the crew multi-mission right now. So I just want to go ahead and kind of try things out. I will be using the self-destruct because I'm probably going to be bringing in like a revive type EXQ, so we should be good. So let me do alter everything. Gonna show you guys the set up to alteration so you guys can just kind of get a feel of how they looks like in total. Alright, so after alteration, these are the following stat that we are presented with. So pretty much everything is quite balanced. The only difference is that we are seeing we do have Gundam tag active, so that is going to be boosting shot attack. So if we don't have that tag activated, I think shot attack is definitely going to be a slightly lower number. But overall, I think this is where the problem comes in. This is a quote-unquote like a balanced type unit in as far as the stats, so it does not really excel in one particular direction, so it's just not the best investment overall. So the best thing is kind of take a look at the portrait to see are there anything that is appealing to your build. I think that's definitely going to be the biggest takeaway. But you're going to be hopping into a quick crew multi-mission, just kind of try out these EXQ. Not going to be using the head Vulcan because you guys do already know it's not really that great, right, in any content wise and all that. But so I will be bringing a healing type EXQ so we don't fall below the threshold whatnot. So I'm gonna compile the build real quick and then we will hop right into the crew multi mission. Alright, so we are in. Let's see, what do I want to try things out first? Maybe the cross dash real quick just to see how it looks like. Ooh, so it does have like a fairly good animation to it. So oh yeah, we're getting all of them. Let's go. All right, it's not bad. Now we're still taking damage. There's no iframe to it, so you're still vulnerable to any EXP or just any damage in total. So I'm gonna pop this one real quick. So I just want to see how far can we get. Not great. That's all I can tell you. It's not great. So let me get one more real quick. I just want to get above the threshold. So I guess once you see the blue, or like, dude, come on, like how close would it have to be? I think it's more effective when the enemy is rushing towards you, like you're gonna get them, right? So it's definitely not for anything that's like up close. I'm gonna see how. I really don't think there's an effective way for me to do it because I'm gonna get one shot after that. But so far I have not gotten in. Oh, I was about to say, like, I was gonna say I haven't got interrupted with this, but we did. We just got interrupted. Let me heal, and then I will kind of use it like right here. It's gonna pop for sure now, right? Oh yeah. Let me heal first. All right. Can we get everyone in here? Gonna pop this. Oh, no, I fell below the HP. No. Oh, okay. Calm down. Calm down. Y'all gotta calm down. Calm down, man. You guys are on me. Oh, let me just pop this real quick. Let me just get everyone. Okay, yeah, we pop everyone. It's just so this EX skill is really effective when you pair this up, let's say with the turn A, the big skill turn A legs, because it kind of prevent you from dying in that situation. So yeah, but essentially, if you have anyone that is within the closer proximity, you are getting them no matter what. But you just gotta be careful of your HP. But overall, I think the alteration for this one is a little bit mid in my take. It's just the stat, after alteration is just a little bit too much like balance out, which I don't think is that healthy is for for standard wise. I think for standard they should just kind of focus on one specific thing, whether or not they're defensive type, they're like all around melee, all around shooting base or whatnot. It's just that this one could be defensive, but they're not really providing more defensive type portrait. Where I would say, yeah, this one's really, really good and all that good stuff. Like, if this one is a defensive type, they gotta put this, they gotta pump up the defensive stat. Simple as that. Even the armor is not really, really high. I think at some point, especially the shield, they pretty much took a lot of the armor up and then put a lot of offensive stats. So in hence you're not getting a lot more survivability. But overall, I think not a whole lot of things that's really good for alteration except for the arms. But do definitely let me know how you guys feel about the Samurai custom alteration. But other than that, that's it for me, and then I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.